And so a lot of us have, a lot of people have challenges when it comes to dating and finding someone that they want to find. And you have to understand, there are some things that you might be dealing with or something that you have that might cause it to be so difficult. Why dating seems so difficult. Number one, you have no boundaries. You will never know who is good or who is bad because people will just walk around you. See, when you have boundaries, you can weed out the bad ones. Number two, when you have no self-respect, people will get away with anything. You will never know who is good and who is bad because you will be disrespected by everyone, or you will think that you are anyways. So when you don't have any self-respect, dating is hard because anybody will take advantage of you. Anybody. Number three, when you have kids, or especially multiple kids, when you have multiple kids, it gets harder because people taking responsibility for your kids. People want to move in with your kids. People are going to provide for your kids. Them kids ain't their kids. You see what I'm saying? They don't owe you that. So when you get kids, people question, you know what, do I want to do this? They can like you a lot, but they want to question, do I want to do this? Do I want to mess with this woman with 5, 6 kids, 3 kids? It's a lot. I mean, you might not think it's a lot because you deal with them. But it's a lot. Kids are a lot. Number 4, when you have challenged kids, when you have kids with issues, like autism and all them stuff, men stay away from those things. Believe it or not, I'm not saying it's okay, I'm not saying it's good, but when your kids have issues or mental issues and autism issues, men, they will mess with you, they will date you, they will sleep with you, but they won't take you. A lot of times they won't take you seriously because they stay away from it. I'm not telling you it's okay. I'm telling you what happens. Okay, so don't hate me for saying this. I'm telling you what happens. So a lot of times you will find yourself, that becomes very challenging to find somebody who's willing to stay, who want to stay in a home, or who want to move in with a woman, or have a woman move in with them, or vice versa with children who are mentally challenged. You see what I'm saying? Number 5, when you are highly educated, it becomes more difficult. Not because you are better. It's because you analyze everything. You overanalyze everything, and you want somebody just like you. When you are educated, you are more in tune with the physical realities of this world than the spiritual nature, because things have to make sense in your mind and the way how you think and the way how you see it and the way how you feel. And a lot of times when you're dealing with relationships, especially love and peace, it doesn't really make sense to education. Education don't really determines the relationship. They really don't. And so it's one of them useless things that we think that we must have to have a healthy relationship. So when you have that high education, people stay away from you because they don't even want to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? So education might be going against you sometimes, especially when you use it as a weapon. When you weaponize it, oh, I am this and I have this degree, and anybody want to hear that? Number 6, it's challenging when your physical body, it's not too appealing. It's not where you want it to be. Something that you're not proud of. Is challenging when your body, like for instance, when you're obese, it becomes more challenging, especially to find somebody who's going to respect you and love you. Because a lot of times, I'm telling you right now, a lot of times, I know some of you all hate to hear this, but a lot of times, a woman who is obese will find a bunch of abusers because these abusers assume that she doesn't like the way how she is, that she's going to be grateful for him, that she has to, women who mess with abused men sometimes is to take from them. I mean, women who mess with obese men a lot of times is to take from them. So a lot of times people with obesity issues are known to have issues with their self-image. A lot of times, not every time, not everyone, a lot of times. And when you meet somebody in that state, people tend to take advantage. People tend to take money from you and use you for their own reasons. So when you are in an obese nature, a lot of times it becomes more challenging. I don't know what number I'm on. Number 7. Let's say I'm number 7. When you look really attractive, you have a problem dating because you don't trust what people want. You don't trust if they want you for your body or they want you for what you are. But they only see you for your body in the first thing anyways, and they're going to be drawn to you because of your body. But you have a problem trusting people, especially when you're a very attractive woman. You have a problem trusting men because you don't know why they're coming to you. Maybe you look good and that's all they want. That's all these men want. And so you get in that mood or that thought, that mindset. And you don't give nobody a chance because you think all they want is you because you look good. So it becomes very challenging to weed out the ones who you feel want you for your body. It becomes very challenging for you to figure out which one wants you for your body and which one wants you for who you are. Number 8, I should have made this number 3, but number 8, discipline. Self-discipline. Discipline. If you have no discipline, it's very hard to date. Because people, you will just be into your feelings. And your feelings will dictate what you do. Your feelings will always bring you to trash. Because if you're going to only focus on your feelings, you're going to always meet trash. One thing about feelings, it leads you to shit a lot of times. And so when you only have feelings without discipline, you're going to make stupid decisions. You're going to always find yourself in stupid situations, stupid decisions that you regret in the end. So when you lack discipline for what you want, who you are, how you're going to be treated, what you do, what you practice, if you lack discipline, you're going to have it very challenging to date and to meet someone of quality. Number 9, if you don't have discernment, oh my God, you ain't got much. If you don't have discernment, you're going to waste a lot of time. See, discernment helps you to remove those people that you know that your spirit is telling you, that your intuition is telling you, leave him alone, leave them alone. And so then when the right one comes or when a good one comes, you ain't got to waste time with the bad one and you miss the good one. So discernment teaches you to weed out the bad and to focus on the good ones so you can select the one that's best fits you. So if you don't have discernment, you will be, and many of us, the reason why we end up in where we are is because we don't have discernment. Everybody that we date turns out to be trash. Everybody that you talk to ends up in trash because your discernment is off. You don't listen to yourself, or you don't know how to read your own spirit. You don't know how to tell. So discernment is very important. Without this, when you don't have this discernment, it becomes challenging. And number 10, when you broke, you become a risk. When you ain't got nothing, when you can't afford your own lifestyle, when you can't afford your own stuff, it's a big challenge. Because now, as soon as you see somebody with money, you're going to be drawn to it. And sometimes the ones who lead with money, ain't much. Ain't what you want. If you don't have any money, you have to depend on somebody. You have to depend on doing something that you don't want to do. If you don't have money, you have to pick the first one that comes with money because your kids got to eat, this got to eat. If you can't support yourself, that's one of the biggest risks that you're going to take. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I would always say is if you cannot support yourself, if you're not in a place where you can provide for yourself and support for yourself and stand up on your own 2 feet, you should leave people alone. Most of the times. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes some people will come and save you. Not very often. Because the majority will come and take advantage of you. Or dangle something in front of you and you do all this stuff for them and you end up with nothing, even less. But a lot of times, if you can't take care of yourself, man, people will play with you. People will drag you. People will disrespect you and abuse you because where you going to go? What you going to do? You can't leave. You can't go nowhere. And they will take advantage of you. So a lot of times, if you can't take care of yourself, it becomes a challenge. Now, before I get to the last one, I need you all to click on the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss this information, all right? Because this is something that you need, all right? All right, let's go. Now, for the last one, number 11, expectations. These expectations is whooping our asses when it comes to dating. Because you are expecting men to be this and women to be that, and it's just ridiculous. It's annoying. Because your expectation is only met in your head. And sometimes you can't even meet your own expectations. And so it becomes very challenging to meet somebody who's qualified because in your mind, you think this is how it should be. In all reality, it's nothing like how it is. It's like when I tell people, if you close your eyes and you draw a circle you use in your mind, you draw a circle. The circle is perfect. It's round as we think. It goes, it's perfect. But when I tell you to get a pen and a paper and draw the circle with your hands and just freehand it, you realize that it has a bunch of issues with that circle. And so that when you have all these expectations and what you think somebody is and what you think somebody is and should be, that's like the circle in your mind. But when you actually have your eyes open and you see flaws and you see this and then you think something is wrong. And so that's what making it hard. That's the biggest challenge when it comes to dating and meeting somebody because your expectations are flawed. They are flawed. What you see in reality, that's real. And sometimes you have to learn how to cooperate with who you are with. No, you all don't want to cooperate with nobody. You all just want to live this life. And after a while, I think y'all going to regret it. You're going to get old and nobody going to want you all no more. And you're going to smell funny. Well, maybe not smell funny. But I'm telling you, you are going to regret it. But anyways, I thank you all for watching this video. I thank you all for giving me your attention for a few minutes. You all have a blessed day. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know your comments in the comment section. And see you guys later. Peace.